Hello, namaste. It's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share some guidance for Thursday and Friday. That's Thursday the 28th and Friday the 29th of March. So I'm coming to you live now from Tasmania, Australia. It is Thursday the 28th of March here at exactly 5:15 p.m. It's partially sunny, as you can see, so I guess the sun's going to be moving as this video progresses. But extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. Your support actually helps me be able to do my work full time and also be able to help others who can't support right now. So thank you so much. So, welcome. If you're new to watching, what I'm going to be doing is using my combined Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with my Speed of Light Oracle cards. And I'm going to be using this deck to look for the best card for Thursday, the best card for Friday, and then the best card for the theme for Thursday and Friday. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will help and support you at this time. So welcome. It's lovely to see you all. I've got cat hair going up my nose, as usual. So I trust you're flowing well this week. Didn't we have a bit of a shift over the last, what would you say, 24 to 48 hours? We have had a little bit of an acceleration, a bit of a green light finally turning on. So things are starting to move in some areas of our life that had been on hold or paused, or some things that have been broken are being fixed. So there's a sense at the moment of great movement or acceleration. It's a bit like if we'd been sitting on a train that was sitting at the station for the last few weeks, the last few months, and the train is now starting to sort of leave the station. So there's this general sense of movement, and we might feel and notice that parts of our life that have been stuck or on pause are starting to shift and move. So what we need to do really is let ourselves move with it. So we have to be flexible and we have to be trusting as we allow what we feel and what's going on to unfold. So that's sort of what I'm feeling now. Let's now look for the best card for Thursday, the 28th of March. Thursday the 28th. And let's see what comes up. I'm just going to shuffle until I feel I need to stop. You can hear me but not see me. Can everyone else see me and hear me? Okay. I trust you can. Let me know if you can't. Maybe refresh. Okay. So Thursday the 28th of March. And I trust the best card will find its way to the top of the deck. That's the most helpful for the majority of us. So obviously I still feel like I need to shuffle. Otherwise I would have stopped. And my light just keeps flickering, so I'll turn that off. So hopefully I'm not too dark here and you can see what's going on. All right, the best card for Thursday for the majority of us is an Animal Kingdom. Oh, great. Thank you, everybody. It's this. Oh, this has been actually quite popular. I've done quite a bunch of readings today for patrons, and this is the Stag, card 42, and the Stag says New Direction. Let's see if I can get this light on now without it flickering. Don't flicker. So this is the Stag, New Direction. So this is about on Thursday, some of us may be being led into a new direction. That we're being encouraged to trust in the way our path is unfolding. That or opening, and sometimes our path will take another track. Sometimes our path will go in a different direction. And I think at the moment we need to really be trusting of this. So there is security in the known, and there is security and I guess an element of comfort. We're in our comfort zone when we're walking a known path that we've trodden, the same path. We do the same things day in, day out, and we're walking that same line, that same path. There is something known and comfortable about it. But it can and does tend to limit us. We're not really stepping out of our comfort zone. We're not really learning new things. We're just going through the same stuff on a different day, day in, day out. Have you been saying that lately? Same stuff, different day. Or same, you might use a different word for that. Might be time now to look at taking a bit of a sidetrack and getting some new experience. To trust in, I'm sorry, that's quite dark. Trust in our instincts, in your instincts that are taking you down a different track and in a new direction. So this could be a big new direction. It might be a whole life change. It could be just a little sidetrack that you're taking. It may be taking steps to go for a promotion at work, rather than sitting back in a comfortable place and office that you may have been in for years. You may have been talking about that it will be nice to move into a different position within the workplace, but you might not have taken any action. So because there is a strong acceleration, movement, action energy around right now, and we have got this new direction coming up for Thursday, it might be really good to think about what steps we can take now to expand our position, to study or learn or apply or whatever we need to do to upgrade these parts of our life, to start a new hobby, to upgrade our skills, to learn something new. This is actually something that I was thinking about yesterday in regards to my ceramics. And so, as most of you know, but some people still don't, my workshop burned down a couple of weeks ago, and my kilns and glazes and glaze recipes, which actually I hold those actually quite precious, because it took me 3.5 years to get my glaze recipes to be what they are, with the nice glazes that I'd made. And people seem to be surprised that I actually had a paper filing system for those right next to the kiln, which of course is now just a pile of ash. So for me, I was thinking about, 3.5 years ago, I had no idea about glazes. I had no idea about how to use a kiln, and I had to teach myself how to do that. So, starting from scratch again is not going to be any different, except for I already have experience. So I think, like for me in that area of my life, I've been forced in some ways to sort of start afresh and start from scratch again. And, this is sort of the energy that's around at the moment, is that some of us are having to start from scratch or take our skills to the next level. So, there's nothing to resist here, and we might feel resistant because it's a part of stepping out of our comfort zone and letting ourselves grow. And to grow, we need to step out of our comfort zone. To grow, we need to get off that same track, the same stuff that we do day in, day out, day in, day out. And then a year's pass, then 5 years, 10 years. So let's start looking at expanding ourselves and growing and becoming more educated, more skilled, or whatever it might be that we're called to do. So that's the long-winded. I'm going to try my light again. Hopefully it won't flicker. That's our message from Stag on Thursday. New direction. Let's open up to it. Let's open up to the potential. And our train, that train energy really is aligned there too, that I talked about earlier, which is the train is finally leaving the station. So which track are we going to choose to take as our train moves forward? Are we going to take the same old track, do the same stuff day in, day out? Wake up at the same time, have the exact same thing for breakfast, do the exact same thing after breakfast, and the exact same thing for lunch and afternoon and dinner, and then the same thing before we go to bed? Can we break the mold and break the habits, even just in one area of our life? Can we be crazy and instead of having Wheat Bix for breakfast, can we have cornflakes? You know, and it might be something as simple as that. Something to break the mundane mold. Flicker, flicker. Yes, my light is just having a bit of a spaz, as we'd call it here in Australia. So I'm sorry it's going to be dark until the sun will go down in a minute, but I won't be that much longer. Now, Friday the 29th of March. Let's see which card wants to come up for Friday. We have a Speed of Light Oracle, and it's this. Delegate. Oh yeah, I can put that over my face. Because the sun seems to be shining right on my face. Okay, it's Delegate, card 28. It says, ask, plan. Am I dropping in and out? Oh, I trust it's not too bad. Delegate says, ask, plan, organise, assistance. So this is about, on Friday, this is about really considering where we need to delegate chores or ask for help or basically take the pressure off ourselves. So if there's something that if life has become overwhelming, for example, or if we're feeling pressured and overwhelmed, let's ask for help. But not necessarily, in some regards it might be delegate, get the children, get the partner out to help or something like this. But it can also be, taking the pressure off ourselves in regards to getting a little bit more organised and thinking or writing down a list of all the things we have to do, which might not be as long as we think, because when we're overwhelmed for some reason, we think that we haven't got enough time to do everything. And I've fallen into this trap before, and I'm like, hold on a minute. I'm going to make a list of all the things that my mind thinks that I don't have time to do, and there might just be 3 or 4 things. And I'm like, hold on, this is crazy. So my mind's making me think I've got a million things to do. When I stop and logically make a list, there's hardly anything on it. So, sometimes I think we just need to get perspective, maybe get the list down on paper, see what we really have to do, and maybe do it, spread it out over a few days or whatever we've got time to fit into our schedule. So let's be careful on Friday that we don't let overwhelm sweep into our life and take over, and that we get organised, ask for help, delegate chores just to help take the pressure off ourselves. So I trust that makes sense and resonates with your Friday. So thank you so much. Okay, the sun. Oh, we've still got a little bit of sun. It's just about to tuck down behind a tree out there as it sets for the day. So now I'm looking for the best card for the theme for Thursday and Friday. So the theme card will help us bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for Thursday and Friday. So I just dropped like a quarter of the deck here. Hold on a moment. They need a reshuffle, obviously. Okay, the best card for the theme, I trust 100%, is this. It's an animal kingdom. And it's that. Ah, it's the rabbit. This is perfect with what I was talking about before, with the train and the acceleration and the movement. It's card 16, the rabbit. Oh gosh, I'm working with a tiny bit of light here. It says, make your move. Make your move. So the rabbit wants us to get moving Thursday and Friday, to stop procrastinating, stop holding ourselves back, and stop or start, we should say, perhaps start following the movement and the acceleration that's come forward. That if we remain stuck if we hold ourselves closed, if we fixate on the problem, we're probably not going to feel the acceleration that's taking place around us. So it might be also worth starting to soften and open up to the movement that's now sweeping through. And if there is something that we need to make our move with, if there's a phone call we need to make or something we need to research, then it might be worth really doing that over Thursday and Friday to get some more information about the things we're thinking about proceeding with. So make your move, take action, let the movement, the acceleration of this energy that's moving through at present, let that guide you and trust that movement at this time is what's coming through. So that's make your move, our theme. And there feels to be a quickness to this. I mean, rabbits, when they're going to make their move, they're going to make their move. They're going to do it straight away. You know, they don't, I mean, they might freeze for a little bit, but once they decide to move, like they bolt, they move quickly. So that might be appropriate for some of us as well, that we may feel a little bit, you know, like yesterday I had this conversation with this lady, which was really interesting when I was at the gallery. And even though the conversation wasn't specifically about this specific thing, let's say if wasn't a specific conversation about a candle, for example, just throwing that out there. But for some reason that conversation triggered a movement in an area around, say, a candle, which it wasn't, that wasn't even part of the conversation, but it shifted it. So I think that there is a lot of, what would you call it, synchronicities in conversations and connections that we're having with people and moments that we're having that are also propelling this energy through. So let's not be afraid is the theme for Thursday and Friday, to make our move, take action, get some more information, make that phone call, do what we need to do, and trust in the movement that is moving. Trust in the way or the direction that we're moving at this time. So we did have the stag, which talks about new direction. We had the rabbit, which is about making our move. And then the other card was the delegate, so being careful of being overwhelmed. So there was a lot of movement there in those cards. Anyway, I feel like I'm talking a lot. Thanks for watching. I've used my combined decks of cards here. If you want to learn more about them, please have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. We've got our healing events for patrons coming up tomorrow on Friday and Saturday on my YouTube channel. So that's Temple of Balance on YouTube. You should get a notification when they go live because, well, they'll be live streamed. So have a look if you're on YouTube. Oh, have I frozen? Hopefully this recording comes through okay. So if you want to learn more about me and the work that I do, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Thanks so much for connecting. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. But please make sure you have the correct email. Corey tells me there's been a bunch of people send in contact forms that are putting in the wrong email address. So then he can't reply back. So if you've emailed us or contacted us through our contact form and you haven't heard a reply, there's a high chance that you've put the wrong email address in or mucked up a letter or something. So just double check. Make sure your email address is correct. Otherwise we can't contact you back. So thanks so much. Tasmania Healing Retreat tickets open on the 7th, I think it is, of April. So keep an eye out for that. And I think that's about all. So thanks so much. Have a great couple of days. And I'll be back to share with you again very, very, very soon. So actually I might be doing a drawing tomorrow, so it might be then. So anyway, I'll see you soon.